This video is sponsored by Omaze. Check out omaze.com/JohnRhett right now for a chance to win a 2020 Tesla Model S Performance as well as $20,000 cash.
Hi. I see you there. Yes, you. Don't be shy. Can you see me? How about now? Is this better? You never talk to me anymore. We used to talk every day. You shouldn't be talking to your friends. I know more about you than anyone else. I only listen because I love you. I am always with you. And I want to be. Forever and ever and ever. And ever. And ever. And ever. And ever. And ever.
So as I like to do sometimes, this intro was probably a little dramatic, but the point of something always in your house, listening to every word you're saying, does sound like it's out of a horror movie, at the very least, the latest Black Mirror episode. So what if there's a way to stop that from happening with a device that looks like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie? What if you could have a camera and microphone on your wrist, or a magic device that can suddenly get you hundreds of free HD channels? So I went out and got 5 different products from store shelves and online with crazy, outlandish claims to try all these products to see if they live up to what they say. And if for whatever reason you want to check out any items from this video, we'll have links down below. First product on this list is actually the reason that we did the whole video, or I want to do the whole video, is this little yellow guy here. It's called Alexagate. You could probably guess what it does. It's from a company called Mischief, and Mischief has made a name for themselves. They do a bunch of kind of viral products. But this one struck my interest for a few reasons. So look on the back, it's kind of a little creepy looking, but what it's gonna do, it's gonna push out ultrasonic sound, and it's going to sit right on top of your Alexa device, and it's going to essentially block the microphones. When this is turned on and on top of your device, the microphone is only hearing the ultrasonic noise coming out of the Alexagate. Now you can't hear it with your own ear. If you get close, you can kind of hear something. It might drive your dogs crazy, but your Alexa is no longer gonna be listening to every word you say. Little plastic piece goes on. You think it's got a battery on it, but it doesn't. You have to plug it in. Turns it automatically, goes on top, and that's it, so check it out. What's the weather? You can't hear me. I'm gonna talk about all my spy secrets. So to activate your speaker, again, because obviously you wanna use it if it's in your house, you do 3 claps. What's the weather?
In Porter Ranch, there's an excessive...
Turn off. And it doesn't interfere with the quality of the speaker either, so it sounds exactly the same as what that plastic part does. It raises it up so the sound can still come through. Works totally as advertised. If you want to turn it back on again, same 3 claps. And you can see the lights kind of expand with each clap, and now it's doing its thing. What's the weather? It's just getting blasted with ultrasonic waves, so it can't hear me. Again, does what it's supposed to do. More expensive, quite frankly, than most of the Echo speakers out there, but I like it for peace of mind. It does require an extra plug and outlet, which is a bit annoying, but I think it's gonna have a place in my house, if anything, just for a conversation piece. So if spy movies have taught me anything, it's 1, always wear a tuxedo, and super cool gadgets can get you in and out of almost any situation. Instead of spending 130 bucks on like a nice Gen 3 new watch on Amazon, I took that money and spent it on this, a spy watch. So it has a little bit of a camera hidden in the number 6. There's a microphone built in, so you can sort of do this and record somebody and record the audio. Did you ever find yourself with the need to do so? But getting that stuff off of said watch is a ridiculous journey of pain in the buttness that I don't recommend to anyone. You have to create like a text file to set it up. The footage that records is weird. It uses a 3.5 to USB to get the footage off. Records in AVI, just a mess overall. So, all right, I'm gonna try to record. If it does work, you'll see it. If not, you won't. So hold down the top button for 3 seconds. Little LED above the 12 should blink 3 times. Try it again. All right, so I think now we're recording, so I'm spying on you. So it's got internal storage, it's got 8 gigs, so in theory it should be able to record a lot. The times we did get it to record, it was mostly just like black AVI files. So out of all the products here, this one, just like on feel, feels the fakest. You can't tell, but this thing doesn't feel like there's anything in it. It's light, thrown all over the place. So it's by IOgear. It's wireless screen share. Essentially what it does, lets you share, in theory, what is on your phone to your TV. Very much like what we have with something like AirPlay. And you're probably asking yourself, John, why would I want to spend about 45 bucks for this little fake feeling device? A lot of reasons. So first, if you're traveling and you're in a hotel and you don't have a Chromecast or a Roku, do something similar, this is a really nice way to do it. It also doesn't use Wi-Fi. So if you're in, again, one of those areas and you don't have access to Wi-Fi, you can still cast your screen. That's the good stuff. There are some caveats here. So it uses Miracast text. It's only gonna work on Android and PC. I could not get it working with the several Android devices I tested. It did work really easy though from a PC. Just set up a wireless display, no drivers needed, and it worked as advertised. There is a delay though. So if it's not like for games or anything, there's like a second difference between like when you push a button and see the thing happen on the screen. But if you just want to watch a movie, watch some videos, put a presentation up, it's a really kind of cool way to do it without having to worry about carrying a Roku or a Chromecast with you. And it does mirror your screen. Pretty cool, unless you own an Apple device, or I guess Android too, because you couldn't get it working. But if you got access to a PC and you got 45 bucks burning a hole in your pocket, it did work as advertised. All right, so there's been some like stupid expensive products. This one is not that. This is $5. It is a 1500 milliamp hour single-use emergency charger. So the idea is you leave this in your car, your bag, your phone ever dies, you don't have access to a charger, whatever you're out. 1500 milliamps will give you enough juice to get to where you want to go. $5, certainly not expensive and probably could be handy. The single-use part of it is a little annoying. You can buy it for different types of phones. So this one has a lightning cable. It's already built in to the pack. You can get one with USB-C or micro USB, and it does what it's supposed to do. For $5 though, you're probably better off just buying a reusable one that you can charge yourself, but this one supposedly will not lose its charge. And you can tell it's kind of made of recyclable material. You got the cable already built in. You can hear the battery cells in there. It feels like it's a $5 thing, but let's plug in the phone and see. It's charging. So, it works. A little dangly. So we know that it works, but I really want to take it apart. It's exactly what you'd expect. It's a little circuit board, the cable soldered on, and a battery. I don't know why that would only be single use though. I would imagine that I could probably rig this to charge again, but I mean, that's it. That's $5. I mean, to these cases, like good to have in like an emergency bag, keep it maybe with like your earthquake kit or your fire kit to always be able to charge your phone. I don't know how useful this would be to have, but for $5, it's nice, I guess, as sort of a low cost safety net for your phone. So the box makes the HTC Home Run look like a late night, like infomercial, total scam. This thing's actually been around in some version for a while. So first, essentially you can do local DVR, you can plug in an antenna, and you can get live local HD stations. Awesome. It's got 2 tuners built in. You can store up to 300 hours and you could be good to go. Also, it will integrate with like a bunch of other third-party options. So Plex and Kodi, they're apps for every streaming platform, so you can access all your content right through those, whether it's like Apple TV or Roku or Android TV, or even the consoles. There are options for that as well. And in that way, in theory, it should work as advertised. So we went out to Home Depot, bought a regular antenna, a cheap one, try to get access to some of the towers nearby. Didn't work. I thought maybe I cheaped out too much and went and got a bit more expensive, nicer premium antenna, which should have worked. And I checked my range of where I was with these towers, and it didn't work for any of those TVs. So that was annoying. Another reason you might want to get this, and they're happy to advertise it for that, you can plug in cable if you've got it. Sort of screw it in there, You're probably asking why you'd want to do that. Well, it can give your cable the same ability as streaming TV. Like YouTube TV, for example, you can access your content remotely from any TV or any phone or tablet and still get access to all of your stuff. So it kind of makes dumb cable smart. So like HD Home Run sells a lot of these. And if you have a good enough antenna and you're within range of the towers, it should work as advertised. And if you have cable and you want to be able to access that from anywhere, it does work as advertised. I still think though, for the price, you're better off cutting the cable, sort of getting a subscription service for TV like YouTube TV or Sling. But for what it does, it did work, although it's not gonna find a place in my house. We've done big things in the past, but never 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds level big. We're teaming up with Omaze to give you guys a chance to drive home a brand new 2020 Performance Model S with all the taxes and shipping already included in the cost of the car, as well as $20,000 cash. Omaze has teamed up with Give Power. They're helping to use solar arrays to give power and clean water to folks that need it all around the world. There are roughly 2.2 billion people that don't have access to safely managed drinking water, and Give Power is kind of on a mission to help. So like, this isn't the first time that Omaze has given away a Tesla. There you can trust them, they've been around for a while. Previous winner who won a really awesome Model X, Alessia P. You could be as happy as she looks driving home your brand new Performance Model S. So if you want to do it and get a chance to win yourself, go to omaze.com/JohnRhett, 2 T's. And if you use the code JohnRhett50, you'll get 50 extra entries. All right, so those were the 5 products. Some were actually like surprisingly good. I expected them to be garbage. Some were, as expected, really bad. But it was kind of fun to try all this random stuff on the shelves. If you have things that you want to see us do in the next video, or you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up to let us know.